Hi guys, right, today we're going to be taking a look at cleaning a suede wheel. So I've deliberately used this a lot and not been brushing it like I should, so that I can do this video. I've already done this on the Alcantara blue original wheel that I had for my Fanatec base, but that wasn't that bad. This one I've let it get pretty rough looking. So this is the Fanatec Porsche shrimp, and it's probably my favourite one. It's not too thick, not too thin. It's just nice to grip, and I do use this a lot. So here's how bad I've let it get. So at the front, you'll notice the front doesn't get as bad as the back, but it still looks pretty bad. And giving it a bit of a brush now isn't going to do that much. It might help a little bit, but at this point, it's not necessarily dirty. It's just matted. It's like hair. Now, what you don't see is that at the back, that's where it gets the worst. And you can see that looks pretty rough. So I'm not going to do the cleaning in here because we're going to need a bowl of water. So let's switch rooms and we'll get started. Alright, so here we are. I thought I'd do this on the table. So initially I'm just going to give this a bit of a scrub. You can, I don't know how well you can see it, but I showed you how bad it was. So paying most of my attention to the back where my fingers have been gripping. You see a little bit of it's actually coming away there. So it's starting to lift the hair a little bit. Let's do some on this side. Don't press too hard with these brushes because you want the bristles to do their thing. So that's starting to make a difference already. And then let's pay a bit of attention to the front. So that's already helped a little bit. Now let's not forget to get the inside of here. Same on this side. Oh, there's so you can see it's improved a little bit, but what it really needs is a bit of a wash. So I'm just using microfiber cloths. I've got a light coloured one here so you can see any dirt or anything that's going to come off. This is just warm water because I'm going to be using an actual suede cleaner on it once I've given it a good wipe down. So just a damp cloth, just work the worst areas more than the rest. Try and scrub it in every direction. whether you can see it, but you can see there's a fair amount of grime that's coming off. And this is using with gloves all the time. If you use bare hands, you might want to do this more often, and it might take a little bit more of a clean than this one. So already this is making a noticeable difference. It's not that much dirt that's coming off this, so you just see patches here and there. Okay. Right, so that already looks quite a lot better, and especially around the back where it was worse, you can actually feel that the hair is lifted up again. Right. So this is what I'm going to use. This is the Alcantara cleaner from Auto Bright. So the idea is, now that it's a little bit damp, I'm going to just give this just a sort of even amount of coating of this, both sides. And then bring out a fresh microfiber cloth. Centre down so I can grab hold of it. Make sure you get in there where your fingers and your thumb goes. Especially right there where I can see. I mean, take a look at that now. Switch sides. Let's give this a bit more of a spray. You see, look at my hands. It's really you need a few cloths for this. Just gonna give it a little bit more. And this smells absolutely gorgeous, like got an apple smell to it, so make your wheel smell nice as well. Always handy. Really heavily concentrate on the worst areas. Right, so there we go. Now I'm just going to let it sit. I mean, you could get a hairdryer on it if you wanted to, but I'm just going to let this sit overnight now, and then in the morning we'll come back and we'll give it a good brushing, because once this stuff has dried, the wheel might feel a little bit kind of crusty. So that's when it's ready to give it a brush then, and hopefully it should come up looking quite nice. So, see you shortly. Alright then, so it's all nice and dry now. I've put it back on the bottom box. You can see it's not flat anymore. You can actually feel the hairs, but it still feels a little bit crusty because the cleaner, when it dries, it'll make it feel a bit rough. So just give it a good... I've given the back a bit of a brush, but just keep on brushing until it feels like kind of, you know, fluffy like it did when it was new. And yeah, and that's it. So ready to go again. Can pop it back on the rig, and then this time I'll brush it properly for the next couple of months, and we'll see how bad it gets over time with regular brushing, because I did deliberately leave this to go a bit manky for this video. And there we are. We're ready to race again. Cheers for coming.